They were talking about the love of the leaving. Somebody called in, a man, saying that his wife wanted to do a 90-day fast for her church. And she decided she was going to give up sex for 90 days. And he was absolutely distraught. He like, this is not fair, blah, 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 blah. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, ooh, 90 days is a long time to go without sex. That's a long time. I get it when you're trying to get, spiritually cleanse yourself. Nicki Minaj said it. She had to abstain from sex and zen her body. That's very true. It's certain practices and certain elevation that requires you to abstain from sex. But 90 days is a long time. 90 days is a long. Now, with that being said, I think his beef was that she didn't talk to him about it first. And I think that if you are, especially if you marry, going to abstain from sex for 90 days, you probably should talk to your partner about that. But he needs to check himself, because a lot of times the reason why we fast and abstain from sex, especially if it is for spiritual reasons, is to cleanse ourselves of things that are, putting dark energy in the soul, right? Not dark energy, because dark energy is not bad. I should say negative energy. Or just an energy that is not on the same frequency. And while he complaining, a lot of the times that energy, that bad energy, comes from the person you're having sex with. So what do you mean, Jay? What do you mean when you say that? Okay, women, one of the reasons why they tell you that your body is sacred is because, it's so funny, because my ex used to call a vagina an open wound with his country ass. But it is an open wound. It's an open hole. And it's, as far as energy is concerned, it's a direct portal to your energy source. Okay? Why do you think that the easiest way for you to catch HIV is through sex? It goes directly into your bloodline. So if you are fucking a fuck boy, okay? Or fuck husband, or whatever, a garbage ass nigga, let's just put it like that, and you letting this nigga nutting you on a regular basis, and you can't figure out why your life is so bad, learn how to connect the dots. Okay, so while he's complaining, he might need to check it. Another reason for abstaining from sex is because your brain releases the same chemical when you come as it does when you get high. Okay. So essentially, having sex is like doing drugs. So if you're trying to achieve a goal, you know what I'm saying? All that energy that you put into sex, if you transfer that, I think it's called transmutation, don't quote me. It's focused into whatever goal you're trying to achieve. Okay? If we've all read Think and Grow Rich, right? Laws of attraction, all that. So there's a lot of energy and passion behind sex. And when it's refocused into making money or into any other thing, you're successful. That's why a lot of times you see big dick niggas that's broke, because all they do is fuck. And they don't put their energy into nothing else. Yeah, it's a true story. So I guess what I was wondering while I was listening to him complain was, what are you scared of? Because 90 days is a long time not to have sex, but it's not a long time to not have sex. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we're trying to elevate ourselves or we're trying to achieve a goal. So I'm wondering what this nigga was scared of, because he was distraught. You know what I'm saying? And furthermore, I'm trying to figure out, like, can you really not trust yourself to be faithful to your wife if she don't have sex with you for 90 days? See, it's levels to everything. And most of the time we only look at the surface level of situations, people's, places, and things. But there's levels to it. What is he scared of if she doesn't have sex with him for 90 days? Is it just purely physical? Is he just being selfish? Or is there something behind that? You know what I'm saying? Does he know that maybe she might have a clarity of mind? And a clarity of mind that's so clear that it might lead her to not want to fuck with him. See, ladies, we got a whole lot of power that we do not. We have so much power that we don't utilize. I mean, let's just check history. There have been whole wars fought over women. Okay? There have been kings that have chopped off heads over pussy, okay? Meanwhile, you sitting up there still testing a nigga who won't text you back. I can't do it. I wish I would chase after a nigga. And there's niggas out here in history who done fought threw their whole kingdoms away over a woman. Not gonna happen. All you fuck boys, fuck you. Every time y'all come in my DMs, I look and I laugh because I know what type of nigga you is. A lot of you females need to start doing that. You ain't gotta chase no man, not never. I don't give a fuck how much money he has. Bring that motherfucker to his knees. Period. Now, as far as the celibacy, I tried that whole thing. And it was hard as fuck. I only was remotely successful because I was single at the time. And I wasn't even remotely successful because, first of all, I was masturbating every day. And you ain't supposed to masturbate when you're being celibate, which I didn't find out. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought that as long as you didn't have intercourse, then you were being celibate. Don't get me wrong when I talk about the fasting from sex and how, it helps you achieve your goals. And it does. But in the same breath, sex is very, very important for creativity, too. Because, again, it's just that same chemical, that happy chemical is released in your brain, like when you do drugs. And anyone who smokes weed knows you get hella creative when you high, okay? And it's the same thing when you under that euphoric state after having sex. But you have to be in control of the situation. You cannot let sex guide your life or you're going to lose. And if your spouse can't understand, or whoever you fucking with can't understand, if they can't understand it, we in 2019. I ain't telling you to leave your man or your husband or your woman or your wife. I'm telling you that you need to explain to them exactly why you're making these choices. You need to have them to understand, what you're trying to do with your life and hopefully get them on the same page. And if they can't get on the same page, then you need to ask yourself, what do I want from my life? What do I want from a relationship? And if this is this what's happening right now? Is it remotely close? Is it in a alignment, on a trajectory to get to where I'm trying to go? Don't be upset if you married the wrong person. Don't be upset if you're in a relationship with the wrong person. Hey, we done all did it. It happens. Be upset with yourself if you don't do something about it. Because it's your life. Period. It's your life. Why would you let anybody else have a say-so or dictate how you live your life? Are they going to die with you? A lot of y'all are weak up here. You think that you're weak here, but you're weak up here. See, because here, of course, you're going to love, you're going to care, you're going to want to understand. That's what a heart does, okay? But if you can't walk away from somebody who does not love you, someone who does not care for you, and someone who cannot understand you, and who will not grow with you, okay? Because that's major. It's so many people who are in relationships who are growing and excelling and going to next levels while their partner is remaining the same and they just dragging them along, forcing them. So if you are in one of these situations, and let's take relationships out. If you at a job that you can't stand and you don't like and you don't want to be at and you can't walk away, then you're weak here, not here. You're weak here. And what you need to be doing is exercising this, okay? You need to exercise this on a daily basis until you get to a point where you live your life for you and you don't have a problem with making decisions. You can say yes, you can say no. And that's my rant for today. I'm done.